Hi, this is 2017 question 3. And as with other questions, I'm not going to go through each and every one, but if you have particular questions, please follow up. Please send me an email. I'm happy to make other videos. All right, so countries at full employment produces two types of goods, consumer and capital goods, are classic PPC. Let's talk about which one I'm going to answer. I think I'm going to take a look at C and D. All right, so I'm hoping you can draw the PPC for A. Make sure it's correctly labeled, consumer goods on one axis, capital goods on the other. And they give you the orientation, so they tell you consumer goods goes on the horizontal or x-axis. Label point X. Now assume that there's an increase in national savings. That's an increase in the supply of loanable funds, which causes a decrease in the real interest rate. Now if real interest rates have gone down, therefore that means there are more savings and now a lower interest rate, which encourages firms and interest-sensitive consumption spending. But we care about the firms in this case because we're talking about consumer goods and capital goods. So Z would go in a spot where now we have more savings, which means we have more investment. And if you remember the four-part flow chart, more savings means more IG, which means more capital formation. So this is more factories, this is more tools, this is more investment, and this gets us growth. So point Z will be to the left of point X, so closer to the vertical axis, the capital goods axis. And then if you can remember the four-part flow, so referring to your answer in part C, will the long-run aggregate supply curve shift to the right, shift to the left, or remain the same? Again, you're given three choices, but you also have to explain. So in this case, we know that more savings will lead to more investment, which means more capital, which leads to more growth, which means if we get growth, the PPC will shift outwards and also LRAS will shift to the right too. But if you are able to use this in your answer to D, that will give you the explanation that you need.